So this is the first session for week 1, activity and practice session. So what we will do, we will take your doubt. If you have any conceptual doubt, activity, practice, any kind of doubt, you can ask in week 3. First I will take. If the other weeks you have, you can ask. And yeah, the best thing is you can raise your hand one by one. We'll proceed with the doubt. It would be good. Yeah, so let's start the session. Let me share my screen first. Okay. So hope my screen is visible to all of you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. And how does the office hours is going? All of you are like, are any of you are joined or not? How it is?
Yes, sir, joining. They
Yes,
are
sir,
very
joined.
good. They are very
So
good.
is it beneficial, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So yeah, in Monday to Friday there is one. Maybe if it is needed, maybe in 1 hour, maybe in the weekend. I'm thinking if it is more beneficial, like it will affect to the more people on keeping on weekend, then I'm thinking I will keep. Otherwise, it's okay. And yeah, if you have like there is a now we are circulating feedback from whatever in your coming mind, any suggestion and anything you can coming mind. How's the session? Any suggestion you have, please feel free to write in that Google form so that I can see, and if it is anything main to concern, uh, to apply in the upcoming office hours or something is needed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start the session one by one. This math one, doubt clearing, activity practice, conceptual, anything you have you can. Let me see one by one who have raised like Kajri Saha has asked.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have a doubt in activity question 3.4, question number 1.
3.4. Three point
3.4,
Okay.
question number 1.
Using the graph. Okay.
Please explain it. I'm not able to get it. How to
Okay. So like you have the stone is thrown with an ACL is speed is given. Okay. U speed meter per second is given. And after throwing it, it's got some height. With the height is given as the function ht is equal to minus 5t square plus 1 by 2 ut, where t is a time. If the highest point in the air that stone can reach in 5 minutes, okay, sorry, 5 meter
meter.
above the ground, then calculate the initial speed. So I'm as a hint, I am giving you like you have this function, no? Ht is equal to minus something, minus 5t square plus 1 by 2 ut. Okay. So you know the so the maximum height, the highest peak, highest point. So when see this is a quadratic function, right? when this quadratic function will attain the maximum value, it is, you
When
can
it
see
is
this is
downward.
minus downward. So it is downward, so it will attain the maximum
Value.
yeah, when it will attain. So at the vertex, right? Vertex of this axis of symmetry, where x is equal to something is there, okay, some numeric or something. So at that point, it will attain the maximum value. Okay, so what is going to be that? X is equal
Then
to
x
that
will
vertex
be,
of the quadratic function.
the
The
x will be
formula
half
is
by
for the
10.
general, yeah. So Vx plus C for this quadratic function, the vertex will be minus b by 2a. So if you compare it with this, what is going to be this?
Half by
B
10.
1 by 2, u will also come, no? And into minus 2.
Okay, you will also come. I missed the part also.
2 into, sorry, 2 into minus 5 will
5.
also come. Minus 5.
Minus
Now,
minus
once you will get in u form, u, here is u. Now equate, now you can substitute in here. Here is, sorry, here is going to be this t. So for this case is going to be x. For this case, it is going to be t. Now, if you substitute t is equal to in this form and equate with the 5, because maximum is 5, maximum height. Now you'll get an equation in u form that if you solve that, you will get the answer. Is that clear?
Yes, I did some mistake maybe in calculation. There's a big 1 by 20. The part is 2 by 20.
Sir, after getting the value of t, we have to put in ht, na?
Yeah, if you substitute in inertia, that then it will give this is the height attending at any time. What is the height? So at this is the point where it is going to be the
Maximum.
function has
Okay, that
maximum
will be
value.
the
So maximum means
equation. I have to solve this equation. Got it.
yeah, yes.
I missed the u part. That's why I'm not able to get solve it.
Okay.
One more query I have. This is 3.5, question number 3.
3.5. Okay. Question number 3.
I'm
Okay.
not able to understand the question.
So sensitivity, if you see in the video, sensitivity is sir, as well slope in the different form. You can say the sensitivity. So which function have most sensitivity means you can say more slope, kind of like slope is having the more value, or less sensitivity means slope having least value, kind of thing. The minimum value, least sensitivity means minimum value, which, so these are the quadratic equation, like equation 10x square. It is equation, it is here, it should be in the form of a function. Okay, so is this function is more sensitivity or this one? So if you calculate the slope, then it will tell you it is going to be the least sensitivity or most sensitivity. If you see in the video.
If the slope is can you please explain once, just give 1 or 2 example how to know that slope?
Sir, it
just
will
like-
be good. It will be good if you solve one example, please.
Okay, so this is, suppose you have one by one these equations, like choose the correct statement with respect to the sensitivity of the following equation 10x square.
Yes, sir.
Equation. Okay, so so in the option it is here is, I don't know which it should be the respect to the, with respect to with this function which is going to the most sensitivity and the least sensitive. So you have function this, okay, 10x square, and these are some function. So why a graph? You can also think like
Can I understand it in this way, sir? The
Yeah,
higher
sure.
the number, higher the number with the coefficient, the more the sensitive is.
Higher the number. Higher number. No, I didn't get it.
Higher the coefficient, sir. Coefficient of x squared.
Coefficients of x square, as because see, if you see this is, suppose this is x square. then what is going to be if you compare with the 10x square?
This will be more sharper towards
More
y.
sharper
Steeper, more
to,
steeper.
yeah, more, yeah, this is kind of.
Okay.
And if you think
And-
it's 0.01x square, it is some
This
white,
will be
it will be some white.
more like line towards x-axis.
Yeah,
Less like more wider, but more flat kind.
yeah, more flat kind of. So this is, suppose this is, so that this part is shows that,
So
okay, if
whose
you calculate the
sensitivity
slope,
is max here?
so if you calculate the slope for this one, suppose here at this point, suppose at x is equal to 3, you want to calculate for this one, just calculate this, what you will get, what is going to be the slopes, see that who is going to be the more sharper, right?
I have to take a point and then find the slope on that point.
Yeah, you can take the general point, let's say x is equal to some a belongs to r, okay, take the general point, at there just calculate the slope, and if you think that it's depend on a, okay, right? So how the values are, like, if for the positive case you can think, if at x is equal to 3, if you calculate this slope, this is more is steepest, sorry, this one is more like steepest than this one, right? This is somewhat flat, this is somewhat more steep, and this is more steep. So who is going to be most sensitive, who is affecting, like if you substitute, and differently also you can think, if you substitute here value, whatever you will get value this one, at this, suppose at this point you will get value this one, but at this point this one will give the value more than this one. So who is going to be the most sensitive, like kind of sensitive means affecting more at the same
The
point,
graph is more
affecting-
steeper, that is for more sensitivity. You are saying that, right?
yeah, in two ways you can think, like it is happening as a curve, like values is giving more with respect to other, or you can think as a sharper, like a steep, who is going to be the slopes in compare of slope also. Two ways you can say he is going to be the most sensitive. And for the least, in compare of which one is giving, which is giving the more value, or most like as it is happening more slope, or for a particular value giving the more value with respect to other one is going to be the most, and he's giving the least value with compared to the other function, you can give the least sensitive.
Oh.
Two ways you can think, giving the, like, because all have same kind of shape, as we can think. So in compare of slope, because sir is said in the video, this is kind of slope is telling the sensitivity. If you carefully see the video, what do you mean by sensitivity? Let me play it.
Actually denotes sensitivity.
See, here is sir is comparing. See, this is the slope.
Already seen the representation of slope. This slope actually denotes sensitivity.
See, the slope is actually denote the sensitivity. In one kind of, you can say slope can tell you the most sensitivity or less sensitivity in the term of, because slope is you have some function, right? You can give some value.
Yes, sir.
So in that basis, you can tell. Okay.
Yeah, got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let me see the next participant, Abhishek.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Sir, I have some conceptual doubt in discriminant.
Discriminant. Okay.
Yes, sir. What is the use of discriminant, sir?
Okay. So as you have seen the video, if you have gone through the video,
Yes, sir.
this portal, suppose you have function, quadratic function, fx is equal to the quadratic. Okay. You have
Yes, sir.
this quadratic. So, and you want to find the root, so quadratic formula is there, right? Yeah, quadratic formula, into with the quadratic formula. To finding the root, the formula is written as, to find the root, it can be written as plus minus minus b. Sorry, yeah, minus b. Sorry, minus b plus
Plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 4a.
upon 2.
Yes. 2.
Upon
This is-
2a.
Yeah. These two roots for this quadratic function. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now this portion is, see, this is the root of, and if you calculate the root here, see, if you find the root of -5, it will give a complex number which we are not considering for the maths one, not
Yes,
even
sir.
this course itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
because of this, the roots will be effect. If you think the function fx is equal to x square plus 1, if you try to find the uh, roots of this function, what is going to be? It give a complex root. It is not going to intercept the x-axis, right?
Yes, sir.
It will go from here somewhere. It is not
Wh-
intersecting in the
why-
real. You are getting the root as imaginary.
Yes, sir.
Thinking
Y
it as,
will be 1.
yeah, y. Here is y is equal to plus minus I think you will get. So means you will not getting the real root.
Yes, sir.
Complex you are taking. So because of this portion, it's affect the roots on, and on this basis you can tell something more. Like suppose this is called the discriminant of the quadratic, you can say quadratic function while finding the root. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If this b square minus 4ac is going to be greater than 0, means this portion, inside portion is greater than 0, what is going to be in that case? This will give maybe it can be irrational or rational itself, but yeah, it is a real, the whole thing is going to be the real value.
Yes, sir. They will provide 2 roots.
So it will provide 2 root. That means 2 roots it will give, means surely it will intersect the x-axis. Means you are able to get the x-intercept.
Okay, sir.
And if the case is, this portion is called a discriminant, and if this is less than 0, in that case, again, as this case is happening, it give a complex root. Means complex value you will get. And
Yes,
in that
sir.
case, it is not going to be intersect the x-axis. And you can say there is no x-intercept for this quadratic function.
There will be only y-intercept for this.
Only y-intercept can be possible. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
And the next thing is,
Equal
if
to
b
0.
square minus 4ac is equal to 0, in that case, if you see that this portion is going to be, the whole thing is root of this means 0. That means x is equal to minus b upon 2a for the both cases you are getting. Means 2 roots you are getting as the same real function. Like it will be like this then. In that case, it will be like this. Only one means it will intersect the x-axis only at one point.
Only at 1 point. Okay, sir.
This is the case is happening.
Okay, sir. Understood. Sir, I have doubt in practical assignment 2.
Yeah, if you have raised hand, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Abhishek, sir.
Yeah, Abhishek. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I got different kind, like different
No.
voice. Don't change somewhat. Okay. Yeah. Which one is practice?
Practice assignment week 3, sir. Question number 4.
Okay.
You can open the solution, sir.
Okay.
It will be more good.
Fourth question.
Yes, sir.
This third question.
Fourth, sir.
This one. Okay. So what's doubt here?
Sir,
Am I audible?
yes, sir.
Hmm.
Downward, sir. Downward. Fourth, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is the only fourth question.
Yes, sir. Sir, my doubt is y1 is equal to 6 minus x and y2 is equal to x plus 1. How we get these equations, sir?
Okay. So, so as you can see here, what is information is given? Function y1 and y2 depends on the amount of plastics mixed in the bitumen.
Yes, sir.
And their variations are shown in the graph below. Okay. So see that this line, blue line here is indication also. This blue line is indicating this y1, and this green line is indicating
y2.
y. And
sir.
you have already see these two are line segment. Then you can find the equation of this line segment. Okay, this is the some part of this is the line segment of the line which is passing through from 60 and 06. So you can find the equation of this line.
By 2-point form, sir.
By 2-point form you can find. Similarly, this one also you can find this equation of this line. And
Okay.
that would be the like this saying to be the function, right? So it will be a y1 is going to be the function in terms of in the variable of x. Similarly, y2 is also the function.
Then we just have to value put.
Yeah, once you got that the equations in terms of y1 x, y2 x, and then here already given d equal to a y1 to y2, you can substitute and get a quadratic function.
Okay, sir, I will try. Sir, in fifth question, I think there is a mistake in solution.
Where is that?
Fifth question, sir. Sir,
Where?
right there. In downward slide, sir. Sir, here they only show P1, 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 P4 in the last line, sir.
P1, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, here is a typo. So
They
yeah, it is
should
a
be
typo.
P1. Yes, sir. They
It is
should be
P1,
1,
P2.
P3, P4.
Yeah, this is a typo. Okay. Yeah, this is a typo.
Okay, sir. And in 12th question, sir, I have doubt too.
Okay.
Sir, this is it is showing that b is minus b square by 4a. How we get this, sir?
Minus b. Where?
Yes, the maximum area of the field is equal to minus b square by 4a.
Okay. So, this is the quadratic equation. Oh, minus b by 4a.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, minus b square by 4a. Okay. A is equal to 72. Oh.
Would you mind if I tell this, sir?
Yes, sure.
Sir, this is actually the value of y. If you put x equals to minus b by 2a, which is a line of symmetricity for any curve, for parabola. So if we substitute x equals to minus 2b by 2a on the equation y equals to ax square plus bx plus c, we will get y as this minus b square by 4a plus c. And since the maximum value is obtained on y-axis, so hence the value of y is this. This is a generic value of y on any equation ax square plus bx plus c after substituting the value x equals to minus b by.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah. Oh, sorry. I also was missing the part is that okay. This is the area, right? This is giving the area. So if you substitute, see at x is equal to minus b by 2a, you will get the maximum value. So if you substitute this in the function ax square plus b, this is the quadratic function we have. So if you
Yes, sir.
substitute this in this function, you will get this fx at minus b upon 2a is something whatever you will get. So that is written here because you want to see this a is area and we want maximum area. So once you substitute and you are getting the maximum value at x is equal to minus b by 2a, at this point you are getting the maximum value.
Yes,
so you
sir.
need to substitute here in this function. If you substitute, you will get the whatever in terms of it is as here is coming.
Then we have to put in bx also, sir.
Bx.
There is missing.
Yeah. No. Here is now is substitute here. No, a into this is going to be minus b upon 2a whole square plus b into
b by 2a plus c.
This is going to be minus a. Sorry, not minus. It is going to be b square. Yeah, b square upon 4a and this is
A-
going to be
A
the
should be
minus
yes, sir.
2a
Yes, sir.
plus c,
Yes, sir.
right? Now, if you solve this, this is going to be the 4a, and this is b square minus 2b square. Here is, let's leave c
Okay,
as it is.
okay, sir. Understood, sir. Understood.
Okay.
Okay, sir. And in question number 19,
Okay. What's out here?
sir, in 2, 3, 4, in fourth option, sir, there it is the value of H2. Okay, and if you scroll down, you will see that here product of H1 is given. Product of the root H1.
Is minus 2.
It should be typos or what, sir?
Okay, just a minute. Let me verify it. Fx is this, H1 is Fx minus Gx, H2 is Gx minus Fx. Okay. So H1 is this. Okay. No, it is, I think, not typo, because the reason is just H1 is just the minus.
Minus form of.
No, so H1 is, you can, H2 is just minus H1. Right? See, here is written.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
H1
sir.
is just minus of H2.
Okay,
So
sir.
whatever the roots will come the same.
Okay.
Roots
So
will
the
come
root will be same for H1 and H2
and
are
H2.
same.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let me, the next participant. Radha.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Radha.
Sir, I had doubt in assignment 8.6, question 1.
Practice or graded? Sorry, 8.
Activity.
Sorry. 3 point or
3.6.
3.6. Sorry. Yeah. 3.
Yeah, that's
3.6.
3.7, sir, just mentioned here.
Okay. Okay.
Question
Wait.
1, sir.
Okay. Choose the correct standard form of a quadratic equation with root. This one. We have 2 root is given.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And which is going to be the standard form of the quadratic equation with root. This one.
Yes, sir.
So there are 2 ways you can solve it. Like, what do you mean by the root of a quadratic means? See, if you suppose you have a 2 root a and b for a quadratic function, so that means the function would be, not 2 a and b, let's say alpha and beta. Okay. 2 roots are there. Then what is going to be the function? It will be like this. See, alpha and beta root means what? X is equal to minus alpha.
Yeah.
And
X,
x
y
is equal to
minus b.
beta. These 2 are going to be that this, and if you product this will give the quadratic. So it would be minus alpha, and this is minus beta. And still something is more. I don't know what is going to be the, like, we are solving it as a general parameter, right? So we need to give some here constant also, so that it will be manageable. Okay, this is going to be now the form, because root of this one is also alpha and beta.
Okay.
This quadratic have also alpha beta root, but it is a kind of particular, but it is a more general. And now if you take the product here, now if you substitute as you have already 7/2 and something, whatever.
Yeah, 7/2 minus 7/3.
Yeah. Now if you substitute here alpha and beta value, whatever is there, and compare with the options matching with that, you can tell.
Okay, so actually here you have taken like a into x minus alpha into x minus beta, right? So what do we take a as the value for the question?
So now it's depend on the option. Now see the
Okay.
options. According to the option, go with that. It is going to be your root 7/2 and minus 10/2. Because this is only one option is. So this is M6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you need to go with your options. This is a general case.
Yeah.
I just told you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Jessica.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jessica.
Sir, activity 3.7, question number 2.
This is the same. This one.
Oh, question number 2.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 So choose the correct option about A with the help of the figure. The quadratic function, or this is, you can think as quadratic equation. So this quadratic function is given here. Okay. Now you want to decide that what is going to be your A. Okay. So to solve this question, first solve this expression, because you know when a parabola will go upward and downward. Suppose you have a function fx is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So when it will be open upward, when a is going to be positive. Let's say where I don't know where it is. And when it is going to be the open in downward, when a is going to be negative.
Negative.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
On this basis, you can tell. So and here the question is in this form is written. Please solve this. So what is going to be the expression here? Let me write it here. A x plus 2. So this is fx. So this is a. This is bx minus x square plus 2b minus 2x. So here is minus ax square plus xb minus 2 plus 2b. Now this portion is only decide where the para will open downward or upward. Now our figure is given, the parabola is open upward. That means what? It means this portion, this minus a square, sorry, minus a should be positive, right? This whole thing. This is your a, right? In the compare of this one, this general form.
Yes, sir. Sir, I did.
Okay, let me change with it. Let me change it with the differently. Like let's say fx is equal to, now change alpha. Suppose here is in place of x. Let's say this is alpha. Then it will be, because you are getting confusion. Okay, so this is going to be minus alpha. Minus alpha.
Sir, I do totally opposite thing. There are 2 points given in the graph. I made a line by using these 2 points and found that it is similar like y, but but there is x minus b, not b minus x. So
x minus b. That's why you got confused.
From there I conclude that this a should be negative.
Okay.
On comparing these 2 lines.
But if you take the correct function, so what I am doing, are you getting why this is happening, or when
Yes,
we'll
sir.
say upward?
Yes, sir.
So on this basis, you will tell that okay, minus alpha is positive, then our parabola will upward. Now if we change minus this, what is that? This is alpha less than 0 will give. Now your alpha is actually just we change because of this. No need to be confusion. We change alpha with this a only. So now you can say that okay, alpha a is going to be negative in that case.
Yes,
sir, can you please explain what Jessica's method is?
Jessica is, she took no. Jessica,
Sir, I understand what you said, but can you please explain what Jessica said?
Sir, can I
repeat again,
explain?
please?
Method. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, can you please open the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I did is by using these 2 points minus 2 comma 0 and b comma 0, I drive a equation by using 2-point form. Then the equation was y equals to a x plus 2 and x minus b. From there, I conclude that by comparing these two equations that a should be negative.
Okay, A should be negative, and
Negative.
what we are getting, A should be negative. Okay. Okay, so when you
Is this
when
a
you
correct
see,
way?
this is correct. This is correct because you took, see, you took this as a this you think this is a root. Using 2-point form means what? You actually found right this function, no? Said that this is 1 point, this is 1 point. Then you took the product, right? This is x minus 2, and another one is
Yes,
x
sir.
minus
Yes, sir.
b, right?
Yes.
You took
Yes.
this one and then you took the product of it.
Yes.
Then you are saying you got the equation using the 2-point form. You are saying
y equals to a x minus 2 and b minus x. Then I got the equation y equals to a
this
x
equation you
minus
got.
2. Open the question, please.
Sorry, here is plus. Here is plus. Okay. As you are getting x minus 2 is there. So this one going to be the x is equal to plus x plus 2. And this is going to be x minus b. Yeah, from here also you can conclude. Now you see what we are doing. See, you found the equation, quadratic equation. Already it is given, but you use these two and found the same equation.
Yes. And then compare and I found the answer.
Sir, but the equation is, I don't think it's same. She got
Yeah, actually
x
equation
minus
is,
b.
yeah, here is x minus b.
Yes.
From there we can take negative sign common. So my a should be negative.
Oh,
Actually, what she did is she
Oh,
compared
sir, I
both the
got it
equation.
now.
She compared both the equation,
Yeah.
and
Now
from there
we can
yes.
compare and say that
oh, okay.
a should be negative.
A should be negative. Okay. After
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
sir.
So one more doubt.
Okay.
Sir, which type of equation can be solved by completing the square method? I mean, can you please open the question 3.8, question number 2?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For this question, third option is correct, but I
Cannot
cannot.
be.
But in general, I cannot conclude that which type of equation can be solved. I mean, by seeing the equation at a first glance, can we say that? Can we conclude anything about the equation? Is it
See,
solved by?
it will if you see what is mean by to the square method and what is different in the square method and quadratic formula. There is not too much difference, right? The quadratic formula just give the x is equal to minus b upon something, and square method, if you see that quadratic formula is actually found on the basis of doing the square method, right? If you see carefully.
Yeah, this is the
Or-
derivation for finding out the values of x and x.
Values of x, the square method actually tells you gives the quadratic formula. Yeah, quadratic formula. If you see that, so when you will say the quadratic formula will this square method will effective when the quadratic formula give the real root, right? Otherwise, how you will say? If it is giving the complex root, then the quadratic will also say that okay, there is no root, and okay, but still one. So what is the root for this? Did you solve this?
Yeah, for this, this 37 should be 36.
Then it will give the real root.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, it is giving the complex
For
complexity.
that, we should add +1 both sides.
Okay, okay. X square, let me see that. X square minus 12x plus 37 is equal to 0.
It will give
So-
the negative D, sir.
It will give the negative, right?
That's
This
right,
is
sir.
right.
But sir, still we are able to find out the solution. That at least we are knowing that there are no real roots.
Yeah.
That's a solution. So my answer to this is with humble request, like
Yeah.
I have this key. We can find the we will be able to know that every quadratic equation can be solved using completing the square method. Every quadratic equation. It's just
Yeah,
that the
so-
factorization is much more, if at all we can factorize the things, it's always very easy to do it. You don't have to go through all the process. And if we are not able to factorize it, then of course we should be following D method instead of thinking about the product of two numbers to get it factorized. So, so that is the broader spectrum, and just finding out the by method of factorization, it's a little bit shorter spectrum.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So in
So,
this-
so you are getting this, right?
Yes, sir, I'm getting this.
So from here, it is from here you can say that, okay, is this a square? So from here,
From
can you
this-
conclude that?
Yeah, what can we conclude from this one?
From here, it is difficult to say what is going to be root, because as you are going to
Yes.
be solve it now, it is difficult. So, but
Yes.
yeah, quadratic formula will tell you that it have a real root or imaginary root, or you can say it is giving
Yes,
the
by
solution or
discriminant.
not. But from here, how now what is going to be your next step? You are unable to solve from here. So that's why the term is given the cannot be solved by completing the square method, because square method is says that, okay, to do this finally, next the final step and then find the value. But from here you are not going to move ahead. So that's why you can say it is kind of fail. But see, this is just for activity. See, this is a not proper question, I will say. Actually, this is not. From here also you can conclude that it is going to be the imaginary root, and so this quadratic don't have any solution. But just for understanding it is given. Otherwise, this question is not proper. I will say this option is not. It should be not here, because from here you can also tell that this have don't root. But to understand you, okay, this is the difference in square method or quadratic formula or the FOIL method. For the sake of understanding, it is given like this option. That's why. Okay, so don't worry with that. Okay, it is the make the confusion. From here,
Yes,
you are
sir.
unable to conclude. But yeah, actually, it is if you know the complex thing, then you will move ahead and say that, okay, this is going to be the plus minus I, and then move ahead, say that Ax is equal to 6 plus minus I, and this it have root, imaginary root, complex values have root, but not real root. But yeah, you can say that, see, square method is also solving it. But because of this I, we don't want to go ahead with this imaginary part. So you can say, okay, the square method is not working here now. It will conclude the quadratic formula will conclude that it have real root or not.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
it is also completing. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir,
don't worry with that.
Understood. Sir,
Yeah.
my next question is from lecture 2, 3.9.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, in the derivation of quadratic formula,
Mm-hmm.
in the second last step, we got minus b by 2a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And in the last step, we got minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. It should be 4a, right?
Okay, let me check once. Here, is it here?
Yes,
This
sir. Yes, there.
here.
Yes, sir.
So
It should be 4a.
So I think I have
on
the same doubt. I think it should be two-way, but please you won't explain now.
okay, so in the second line here is the problem,
Yes, sir.
and where you are saying it should be 4a in the denominator.
No,
At-
sir, in the last step, when we took the LCM,
LCM here. Okay, when you do, okay, the next step is ahead. Oh, I missed that. Okay, okay, you took the LCM.
no, sir, I got it. We have to take the LCM. I've just multiplied the 2a and
No,
2a.
yeah, that's why if you take the
Yeah,
LCM,
yeah.
it is going to be the same in denominator will come.
Now I got it.
2a.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Somebody have same doubt here. Where is going to be 2a? We had
Yes, it was the same thing in the denominator, right? Upon two.
yeah. So still it will be 2a. See, it is 2a. It will be 2a here. If you take the LCM
Yeah.
of it, both this fraction and this fraction have the same denominator. So just solving the numerator part, the denominator will the same 2a.
Yes, sir. Okay. But
Okay. Okay. Next is Jessica, Anjali.
Yes, hello, sir.
Yeah.
I have a doubt in in activity 3.5, question number 1 and 4.
1.5, question number 1 and 4.
Yes.
1. Okay, 1 is here. The slope of a line which passed through the vertex. Okay, and the y-intercept of the quadratic equation itna is.
So how to
Okay.
solve this? Yeah.
And the y-intercept of the quadratic equation is. Okay. No, what is the question? The slope of a line which passed through the vertex. Okay. And the
So
y-intercept.
they are asking to find out the slope. So we have to take out
You-
the slope and then have to do
Yeah,
it.
but why it is given the y-intercept?
No,
of the
sir.
line?
you mind
First
if
we
I
have
explain this?
First, we have to find the slope of this equation. Then we have to
Yes.
find the y-intercept.
Y-intercept.
And by using these 2 points, we got the equation of a line. And we have to find the slope of that line.
Y-intercept is x equal to 0. So we find that y-intercept is -5.
-5. Yeah, 0, comma
Yes.
-5. There
So
we got 0.
if you it is saying to the vertex slope of the line
We
passed
have to
through the
find the
vertex.
equation of the line with the 2 points,
Yes,
like
sir.
the slope that 0 point -5, comma -5, and the equation is and the vertex of the equation. Then we find the slope of the line.
Yes.
Sir, but they told us to find through vertex and y-intercept, no, sir. So first we have to find the vertex and then the y-intercept and calculate slope directly.
Yeah. Actually, that is the thing. Like you need to find the line which is passing through the vertex. Like you have suppose this parabola. So here is the vertex of the parabola or quadratic, and here is the y-intercept. So
if we
a
have
line.
2 points, then we can find the slope.
So you see, you need to find a line. You have to find a line. Suppose this line is here. Okay. Suppose this line is. So we need to find a line which passing through the y-intercept and the vertex. So this is the line. Suppose you need to find the slope of this line. This is the question. In starting I was confused, but many times when I read, then this is the question, right? Because you need to find the slope of a line which
Yes, sir.
pass through the vertex and the y-intercept, where the quadratic equation is given. This here should be quadratic function. This should be, because here is, otherwise it should be equal to 0. Need to give. Okay. So these two, from these 2 points. So what is the y-intercept? Sorry, what is y-intercept for this function? X square plus 10x minus 5.
0, comma -5.
-5. So 0, -5. This is going to be the y-intercept. What is going to be the vertex?
-5, -30.
So minus. So to find a vertex, you need to find the axis of symmetry where is going to be the axis passing through this axis of symmetry is what? X is equal to -b by 2a.
Okay.
It is going to be -10/2, okay, -5. Now this is -5, is that? Oh, this is the right side, then I just wrote. I think I'm making this is the rough thing. Y-intercept is here, so it should be like this, I think. And here is going to the vertex support. Here is going to be the minus. Something is -5. Sorry, 0, -5, and this is, as we got the axis of symmetry is x is equal to -5. And if you substitute in the function, you will get y value, right? Something will come here. So you have already 2 points. You need to find the slope of the line which passing through these 2 points. This is the question.
Okay.
Is that clear now?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you. So, fourth question in the same activity.
Okay. A football player kick a football. So what's your doubt here?
My doubt is how do I solve this, because for example, the maximum height achieved by the player, I could not get the right answer. Could you please explain how do I go about solving this question?
Okay. So see, you have function is the achieving the height or path. Path of the football is given hx is equal to -125 x square plus 20. Okay, this is you have. This is the path of football. Now the x is horizontal and okay. And that player is jump and take the header, okay, when the slope of the function hx is given -0.64. So slope is given of the function, this is -0.64. This we have, this is the here slope of function is, this one is given at, suppose at some point, because as here is saying he jump and take the header, okay. In the pictorial form, if you see, it will be look like this. Okay, suppose here is the person and he jumped and took the header, okay. Here he just kicked the ball from here and the ball is going like this, and he jumped and took the header, and he took the header where the slope is of this function, this is hx, is 0.64. So suppose this is a, at here the slope is given for this hx. Suppose this is a, so at a,
okay,
sorry, here is slope of hx at a, need to be write properly. At a, the slope is given minus, at that point he took the header, okay. So that means you need to find the slope of this function for the general case. What is going to be the slope for this function for any point, at any point?
2ax plus b.
2ax plus b, right? For the any general case, 2ax plus b. Now for this function, what is going to be?
-2 by 125x.
Yeah.
-2 by 125
X. And this is equal to -0.64.
So what is a here? So
A is
-1 by
already
-1 by
-1/125.
So what is the final thing? -2 upon 125
X.
X, okay, x plus b.
B is,
B is 0.
is 0 here.
Okay, so
Zero.
this is So,
And
okay.
this
So
is
this
equal
is,
to minus 0.64.
so this is the slope at any point. This is slope at any point of this
Mm.
quadratic function. And see that this slope is given here. And actually question is asking where is that point? This A is actually we want. And slope is here given. That means you need to equate it
With minus 0.64.
well,
Okay.
minus 0.64 because this is the slope. Now, if you solve this, you will get the value of x. And where at this point he took the jump and take the header. And what is the final thing question?
X equal to 40 here.
X is equal to 40 is coming.
Yeah, x equal to 40 is coming. Then we have to find the y with putting the value of x.
Yeah. So still the more thing is asking maximum height reached by the player. So first you find at this point the slope is here. So you find the value of x finally. But what is the how see to find the height? This is the height of football, right? He is just taking the header. So what is going to be now the value of hx? That means it is giving the value of the that much height. Mute. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So this is so to find the height, just substitute in the hx whatever value you are getting from here. That is going to be the height of the player. That is jump the player is going to be take the header.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Let me see the next one. Okay. Anjali. Anjali, I think we done. Anjali Chaudhary. Okay, done. Fareha. Nosi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I have conceptual doubt about the equation of parabola. Could you please guide me how that is derived and where, I mean, in which situation we are supposed to use that?
Okay, quadratic is mostly when you come to when you see in the polynomial. Okay. When you study the next week 4 content, which is polynomial. So there, suppose you have some polynomial is given, okay? Some bigger polynomial in the power of polynomial means some degree have more than 2. That is, you can think as a polynomial. So some polynomial is given and you want to try to find the root of this polynomial. Okay. And in that case, you found that or an information is given that this polynomial is divided by this function ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. For example, this is a particular use I am just saying. So this is an quadratic, right? And you are able to solve the quadratic now. This is a quadratic function you are able to solve. And the question in the information, it is given that you have this polynomial and this polynomial is divided by this quadratic function. That means you can change this polynomial as this quadratic ax square plus bx plus c and rest all something. I don't know what is that. So from here, you know already that you are able to find the root from the quadratic. So you can tell that, okay, this have 2 root. If you suppose it have alpha and beta root. So then you can say this quadratic have 2 root alpha beta. Then finally you can say, okay, this polynomial has alpha beta as some root, 2 root alpha and beta, and other roots we will find from this portion. So this is one thing you can tell. And another thing is to draw the polynomials and other things. It will help, the quadratic will help to drawing the polynomial also sometime. Okay. Suppose itself you can see this quadratic is also you can think as a polynomial of degree 2. And if you want to draw it, you already know how to draw the quadratic function. So this is, there are many use. And another use is just you are using you are looking the real life example also. The many times if you see that the path of if you have gone through some physics course and you know that uh, path of rocket or something used to give, and those path are in terms of quadratic function is given. So using those you can tell the slopes, maximum height of the rocket, something more information used to be to. There are more use of you can see of the quadratic. Mainly in you will see in the this polynomial. Quadratic will help you to solve the polynomial mostly. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Abhishek.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Abhishek.
I have a doubt in week 2, graded
Okay.
assignment question number 8.
Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, there is an error that part is. Okay.
Yes,
Question
sir.
number
Here,
8 have there is already I hope the announcement went to all of you. Many times I just posted in the discourse also. Let me see the announcement first. Week 1, week 3, revolution. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Why, sir? Why this happened?
Yeah, this is because there is the two option giving to be correct, B and C, but C option is not correct. Getting the value 420, but actual value will get 460. But in the option, it is saying to be the 420 value will come and given the correct option, but that option is not correct. Only the option B is correct.
Yeah, okay, sir.
No, just a minute.
Yeah, that's what you explained is right, sir. The carpenter hourly wages. Yeah.
Okay. This is the question 8. This is the half announcement. I need to edit it. This is not full announcement. Actually,
7 also. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is half announcement. Actually, I just sent the announcement for the final announcement is just a minute. The final, where is the question now? The final announcement is this will not consider for the marks, and this will consider for the marks, but who have chosen the option B as a correct only, those will get the marks, and this option is not correct. So that means only option B is correct, and who has chosen, those people will get the marks. Otherwise, it is kind of only the option B is correct. Here is you can see that this one is wrong. Answer is wrong, but yeah.
Sir,
And
also
this
for
is
question
going to be
number
not
7.
considered. Yeah, this is going to be it is not going. This is one kind of ambiguous. The reason is because of while solving these two, you have equation, right? PV is equal to RT. So if you substitute PV value of P and R, if you value substitute R and V, you will get 2P is equal to T. And there are
Yes,
two
sir.
methods. 2P minus T, if you solve this way, you will get some different SSC. And if you solve P is equal to T by 2, that means P minus T by 2. Using this, if you solve SSC, it is giving the SSC of B is actually 80. But in this case, it is not giving the SSC of B, student B is not. It is
Yes,
going to
sir.
be
That's
76
why,
or
yeah,
so.
that's why I just take only one option, and in answer sheet I saw that there's 2 options.
Yeah, so that's why this is a bit ambiguous we got in starting when we
And
created that.
in the chart wise, T is equal to 2P will be the equation.
Yeah. So yeah, this question is not going to be considered for mark, but yeah, this is
Okay,
going
and
to
then
be
and that question, the carpenter one.
This is going to be the, you will giving the marks who have chosen only option B, correct?
Okay, we will get the
Because this
full
is the
mark,
only
right?
answer.
Yeah, that's
This
why
is and
Okay.
this is going to be the 0 marks because of this ambiguity. So this is
Okay.
half announcement. I will edit this. Don't know how it is. Why this is, yeah.
Yes, sir. I don't understand why you say, in one form we are getting different answer. Probably just take one value and show us.
Yeah,
why.
yeah. You can. I can show you that quickly. We can see where is the solution upgraded. See, if you see the week 2 graded solution, if you see, this is 2p minus t, on this basis SSC is calculated. So, and see the SSC is coming 0, 4, 36. This is, and finally calculated, it is coming 76.
Yeah.
But if you calculate with the this one p minus t by 2, because still it is the same, because this is an equation. You can calculate this way also, right? Because because this is 2p is equal to t, maybe many student, because some people have different ideas, so he may solve, suppose, by this way. So you can write this as, this is the same thing, right? P is equal to t by 2. On this basis, he just calculated SSC. Now on this is, so if you calculate that, you will get value C. For this one, you will get 1, I think. We took the half of t by 2. It will come, sorry, this is, if you take the half of it, this is, okay, so here is this. If you take the half of it, it will come 1, and this is 6 and 8. Yeah. If you take the half of t, it will come 1, 3, and 8. And now value of p is given 139. 139. If you take the minus of it, it will give 1, and square of it will give 1. I've see that now it is here. 4 is on this way when you are solving, it is giving 4, but on this way when you are solving, it is giving 1. Now if you each time if you calculate, it will give some 8 or 10 something will give, and by this way it is giving 76. Similarly, it will affect on this also. That's why it is kind of got ambiguous.
Yeah. Okay. Then this it is the same can occur during the exam also, I guess, because some can solve with keeping the two. I mean, not the same question. If a different question also can have 2 ways to solve, right?
Yeah, but it will not will come in the, like, it will not affect on the quizzes. Quizzes will be more sensitive and more emphasis on. So it will not come on the quizzes kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know how it came here.
Sir, for the same question, I made the equation like P minus R by V into T.
R by, okay.
Is this correct? And here R by V is 0.5.
0.5. Yeah. Again, yeah. If you are doing R by V is 0.5, it is kind of same. P is equal to, sorry, this is the form. You are calculating actually in this form.
Yes.
P is equal to 0.5. Sorry, this is coming minus P 0.5 T square T. This is the same form. Using, you are calculating T on this basis, on this form. Maybe some student calculated on this basis.
Sir, here SSC is 0.
SSC is no. In the SSC, when you calculate in this form, this is SSC. Okay, and if you calculate with your whatever you are saying, it will come some different answer.
Sir, in that case, B is 18.
18, sir, 18.
In that case, B is coming 18.
And the similar equation, with the similar equation, A is 19.
So actually, see what is happening here. The if you see the option, in both cases, B is coming best fit, but only the numeric effect is here only. Otherwise, anyway, if you solve either this way or that way, if you just need to find the better fit, in both way, the better fit option will come true in the both, if you can say. Only the SSC calculated y is the affecting because of the equation, because you can see there are many possible value also, not only here 2p minus t is equal to, suppose you have this one, right? This is, see, 2p is equal to 2 you are getting. If I suppose I am multiplying with the both side with 2 also, this is going to be 4 and this is 2t. Now I am going to solve it. 4p minus 2t. It will give, now if you calculate SSC, it will come more. But yeah, fit will come, the same will come, but who is going to best fit will come the same thing. But yeah, numeric are going to be different. Because
Yes,
of
sir.
this is an equation. Both sides are the same. We need to multiply. If you are multiplying this, both sides will multiply the same number. Because of this is
Coefficient of p should be 1.
if you change with that, if you multiply with 1 by 2, so this is going to be p is equal to t by 2. So many ways, many SSCs, in numeric SSC will come the different number.
Sir, but the coefficient of the dependent variable should be 1 for calculating at the time of calculating SSC.
So who is going to be going to calculate which one is going to be the dependent variable?
Sir, here p should be dependent on t because p is in the second row, and we
Yes,
cannot
I'm
write
also trying to
independent
say
variable in
that
the second row.
because
But the
the equation
coefficient
is
of
y
p will be
equal to
1
minus
because
mx.
we use the
So
form y is equal to mx plus c. So we will find SSC by using yi minus mxi minus c, squaring it and summing
p
all
has
such
to be
squares.
y.
Okay.
And that would
P has
result
to
in
be y
divisor
and p has to
72
be 8.
divided by 4. That will be 18 only. So the
Okay.
SSC should be 18.
SSC should be 18. Okay. We are considering with this.
Because you are considering 2p minus t. But the coefficient of the dependent variable, that is p, should be 1. So it is squared, then divided by 2 squared. So 72 divided by 2 squared, and it would be 18.
Okay. Okay. Here is people are thinking t as a dependent variable and p as independent. Dependent variable.
T is dependent on
what
p.
he is saying is to me also it sounds good and correct. But I just have one thing to know.
Obvious that we will find dependent variable in the second row, and the independent variable should already be given. So the dependent
I have
variable
a
in the
question,
second
sir.
row.
That how do we decide whether this is just by the just by the numerical values? How would be?
Yeah, that's the I also got
understand which one
confusion
is,
because here it is not given as
which one is dependent and which one is independent. How can we decide that?
Sir, actually, it's no need to be mentioned because it is obvious that we will find dependent variable before independent variable is given, then only.
Sir, I have a question in that case. Let's assume there is an equation 3x equals to y. So clearly y is depending upon x. But what if I make x equals to y by 3? Then of course the change of dependent and independent variable, it completely changes. So how do we decide which one is dependent and which one is independent? I believe in this case it will be, this is what I believe. If I'm wrong, please correct me. How do we decide whether just because it's in second row, we cannot, mathematics don't say that. Just because it's in second row, we cannot say that it's a dependent variable.
But in practice, we do so.
Yeah, but that's not a rule.
See, here is from the equation, you can, it is difficult to say which is going to be independent. See, any one of these is going to be independent and anyone is going to be the depend on, like it is could be. But yeah, the process is, as he is saying, I'm considering it as used to be in the table or in this course, in this while calculating the SSC, calculating the SSC, you see that generally used to be x here and y values think as x as independent, y as a dependent on it, and that's why people are saying to be this option is going to be correct. Okay, SSC is going to be 18.
And one major point also, we use slope intercept form to slope and y-intercept form to find the SSE. So the coefficient of y turns out, or the dependent variable should be 1.
Yeah, so here is, yeah, that's why it need to be sent this side and finally need to calculate for the t by 2 this form. P is equal to, in this form need to calculate the SSE and the answer is coming 18. Okay. 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 Okay, let me ask to the team finally. Don't worry. Okay. How it is coming, we are considering it. Okay. Maybe possibly then we'll say it is a correct thing, because who had written the solution. Because of that, I got confused and now I'm totally got confused. But okay, let me ask the team finally, and maybe possibly we'll say this is going to be the correct and we'll consider for the marks. And this is,
yes, sir. Consider it once.
And this is going to be also considered for the marks. Only need to be this option is going to be the wrong option. Who is choosing the option B is going to give in the marks. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt in that, in 8th question.
Okay.
Like in case of option 4, he has given you the word approximately 1 hour. So if you take the word approximately a little intensively, you can still go with option 4, right?
No. Approximately 1 hour means, now you need, see, approximately 1 hour means you need to take the values as x is equal to 1. Because it is already saying approximately 1 hour. Okay, if the carpenter charge 350 for a fixing a L stand and changing door lock, then the number of working hour is approximately 1 hour. It could be, it is, if it is coming around to let's say 50, 40 something, or maybe not 40, around like you can see the approximately 1 hour means from 50 to 60 you can calculate that it is going to approximately 1 hour. And also here the value is given approximately 1 hour and 53 minutes. So what is finally answer is coming? How much time the carpenter is going to take it?
I don't know. I don't have the solution.
This will be 280.
2 hours and something minutes.
Nearby 280.
2 hour 80 minutes, right?
No.
That would be 3 hour 20 minutes.
How much?
No, I'm not saying that.
What is going to be the value of x in that case, in the case of 350?
It will be 100 minus, it will be 250.
Okay,
because 100 is the fixed rate.
So, okay, this is 100. So, this is x is equal to
250 by 90.
250 by 90. Now, this is in minute, right? Need to change in the hour.
Sir, can you show the question again? We have 100 and also charge 90. Sir, in that case, we cannot say that like for if in case the carpenter worked for 1 hour, then we have to pay 100 plus 90 because 100 is the call out fee plus how many hours he is working, accordingly we have to pay. So for 1 hour, we have to pay 190.
Yes.
So we should not minus it. We have to calculate as per the hours and then we have to add up $100.
That would approximate to 2 hours and 47 minutes.
That is going to be the 2 hours and
47 minutes.
Okay, let me change it. Whatever we are calculating, okay, this is 90 and this is in minute. So how much total minute is this? 20. It is going to be.
That is in hour, na?
No, sorry. This is in hour.
Yes, sir.
This is an hour. We have to multiply with 60 to make it in a minute.
Okay, sorry. This is in hours. How much this is coming? 2 hours something. So, but here the answer is given 1 hour. 1 hour. So that's why this is wrong option.
Yes, sir. That is obvious. It is correct.
It's wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. We'll consider it.
Sorry, sir. Regarding SSC, Where is the definition that the coefficient of dependent variable should be 1? Sorry, I didn't come
No,
across.
if you see the SSC, the not definition, if you see the SSC, in SSC is calculate in the when equation is here in the form of slope intercept form.
Yeah.
In that case, you need to find it is going to be the yi minus mxi minus c whole square and calculate the sum. This is the SSC says. So
yes, and we are saying m should be 1. Right?
M is anything like M is it's sorry, here this side is going to be this is going this side is going to be 1.
With
coefficient of yi to be 1.
See, if you suppose you have any equation, let's say 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. Suppose equation of a line is given. Change this equation in the slope intercept form. Let's say now you need to change it.
Terms of y.
So y, yeah, in terms of y is equal to, it is going to be the minus 2 by 3x plus 5 by 3. Now calculate SSE from here.
Oh, okay.
Sir, once you go to the question, sir.
Okay.
The question part. Yeah. Whenever we do SSE, the first one is written like y value, and second one is written like x value.
Yeah, actually, yes, P is
I
actually,
do this like way. That's why the equation will be t is equal to 2p, I think.
T is equal to 2p. Okay. No, so actually to determine the gas constant or constant home experiment based on the gas P is equal to both.
And according to all SSC questions, this chart is always given y, then the next value is x. According to the y, x is going to change.
That's correct.
From here, actually, it is difficult to decide the.
No, I'm just saying this is the pattern of the questions, whatever we are used to solve in this SSC.
Okay.
But there is never given that x is up and y is down, but always is given just like y value is given, then according to this y, the x value is given.
No, okay.
Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how most of the videos that we watched.
Yeah.
Sir, can we discuss doubt further?
Yeah. So let's discuss. We will consider Rico. Don't worry. If it is kind of confusing, because from equation it is actually kind of confusing. It is not saying P is on T or T is on P. Okay, so don't worry. We'll consider it. If it is correct one, we'll keep the marks. Otherwise, okay. Don't worry. Okay.
Sir, we have practice sessions also after the 4 weeks.
As usual, sessions are there. You will see in the calendar, right? There is no
revising sessions.
Revision session for the quizzes will happen.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Let's move on to the doubt. Radha is the next.
Yes, actually, I had doubt in graded assignment 2, week 2, question 4. Like I tried it, I'm not getting it.
Okay, what's doubt here?
So I solved the equation, but I'm not getting the answer.
So are you looking this solution? How it is? It is difficult to understand. Like, is that clear from the solution? No.
So could you just explain this? You just keep this as explain this. I don't need to write. Just explain the solution.
Okay. We have a line such that a line L such that it's a segment between these two lines is internally bisected at point this. Okay. What is the equation of the line we want? So we have these two lines. Okay. And L is, if you see just figure, suppose these two lines are here. Let's say this is parallel kind of, and this is our L line. And because this is the equation, this is the equation, and we want to find the equation of this line L. And one information more is given. This is the line segment now. This line segment is bisected at point 1, 1.5. This is the more information is given. Anyhow, if you are able to find these points, then find the slope or something is, let's see how the solution now. So L is intersecting this one at, let's say the point assumed to be at intersecting at x1, y1. Okay, x1, y1. Suppose L is intersecting this one is x1, y1. Okay, and intersecting the another line is x2, y2. Now, hence, okay. Once you say this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Okay. So what is the bisection formula when it is suppose this point is bisecting the line?
Yeah, x1 plus
x1 plus
x2 by
x2 by
2 and y1 plus y2.
And this is going to be your 1 and this is your going to be 1.5 as information is given.
Okay.
So this is going to be 1 and this is 1.5. Now solve. You have two equation, x1 plus x2 is equal to 2, y1 plus y2 is equal to 3. Moreover, what is? This is the equation of line and this is the equation of another line. And if you solve these two line, no need to solve these two. Manage these two anyhow. See that how it is managed. Just subtracted, I think, or added. Okay, it is added, these two. These two equations now added.
It's added, okay.
Okay, once you add it, you will get the value y1 minus y2 is equal to 3. From here, you have already, and you have two equations. This one is equal to 3 and y1 minus y2 is equal to 3. You have two equations, need to solve these two equations, we'll get the answer.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And one more question. In activity 3.2, question 5 and 6, sir.
3.2. Okay.
Question 5 and 6.
5. Okay. Find the value of u in order to maximize the profit. So what is the problem? You have quadratic, just find the vertex. Where is the vertex? Yeah, axis of symmetry, just find the axis of symmetry.
Okay,
where is
sir.
the axis equal to something? And in the
So for the
find
both
the
of
maximum
the
profit. Yeah, once you find the value of u, just substitute in this function. This is giving you the profit.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let's move to the next.
Sir, in this question, can we conclude that by putting x is equals to 0, we can get the maximized equation of y?
No, because maximum value is at the vertex.
Yes.
At the vertex, maximum value attained at the vertex, or the x is equal to that. X is equal to something. Axis of symmetry. This is. And this is x. This is going to be your axis of symmetry, and this could be calculated as minus b by 2a. At here, this is vertex, and this is minus b by 2a and value of minus upon. This is the vertex, right? And this is the maximum value, and this is the giving the x value, and you can think that this is axis of symmetry.
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay, next is let's move to faster. Tarika.
Yes, sir. In activity 3.5, question number 3, sir, I want to understand what does sensitivity means in that.
Can you go back? I suggest you, just now I discussed. Just rewatch this session because we spend more time on that.
Okay, I will. So in the same video, right?
In this here itself, see, we spent more time here. I think in
sir, I'm
starting
asking
itself.
wait, sir, I missed it. Okay, I will check again.
Yeah, please check in starting it is. Maybe before 20 minutes.
Okay,
we'll
sir,
get
I will
it.
check.
Suman.
Yes, sir. So the same activity 3.5 which you opened. Question number 1. So here when we say y-intercept, that means x is equal to 0. Is that right?
Yeah.
When we make x is equal to 0, we get minus 5.
Okay.
But why the answer is 5 here? If you check the answer, it is saying 5.
No, here is not only the y-intercept. Here is full, if you read the full question, slope of a line which pass through the vertex and the y-intercept.
Yeah.
I am repeating the question I already discussed, but quickly I am just saying, you have suppose we have this parabola, okay?
Yeah.
This one. This one. Suppose here is the vertex and here is the y-intercept. And we want to find the line. Suppose we want to find the line which pass through these two. This is from the vertex and from the y-intercept. And we need slope. The options are the slope of what is going to be slope of this line. Okay, not only the y-intercept.
Okay.
So just calculate the vertex and y-intercept and then find the slope of the line.
Got it. Yeah, the next question is on activity 3.7, question number 4. 3.7, question number 4.
Okay.
Here,
I did find the incorrect option for the code. Okay.
Yeah, here option B and C are both are correct. So actually, we can't have both right, is what my understanding.
In the
have to choose
question,
the incorrect option,
incorrect.
not
I do the
correct option.
same mistake.
This is for choosing incorrect option.
I choose 1 and 4, but now I realize
Oh, okay, it's incorrect option.
incorrect. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. So Suman is, I think, done. Next is Avinash, I think.
Sir, I have a doubt in activity question 3.2, question number 2 and 3.
3.2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number
2 and 3.
2 and 2. Okay.
Sir, I have a problem in how to proceed with the questions. Once I do it, I can do it.
Okay. We have the information is Dev and Ananya bought 2 toys together. Okay. Sorry, 20 toys together. From these 20 toys, Dev lost 3 toys and Ananya lost 4 toys. Okay. Product of the current number of their toys is 42. Can you form an equation for Dev to know how many toys did he have initially? Let us assume Dev initially had X number of toys. Okay, so see, Dev and Ananya, let's say this is Dev, this much twice Dev, let's say this is, okay. And Dev and Ananya bought, this is something number and this is something number. So the both twice have both twice together, 20 twice they bought together, okay?
Yeah.
And from 20 twice, Dev lost 3 twice, okay? And Ananya lost from 20, not separately. Okay, from 20, they've lost 3, I think. Ananya. Sorry, Ananya. Yeah, Ananya lost 4 twice. Okay. Next information, the current number, the product of the current number of their toys is 42. Okay. 42 is the product is given. So as information, the next is, let's assume that Dev initially has X number of toys, okay? Dev has X number of toys, then Ananya, how many Ananya have? 20 minus X, right? In both together as we thought.
Yeah. So
now,
X into 20 minus X equal to 42?
No, they lost toys.
After losing. When they lost their toys, so they have lost 3 and Ananya have lost 4. So let's calculate them. This is X minus 3 and then this is 20 minus 4, X minus 4. This is going to be the 16 minus X. Now this is the number of toys for Dev and this is the number of toys for Ananya. Now the current product is given X minus, I think, 3 and 16 minus X is given 42.
Yeah.
Is that clear now?
Okay, sir. Clear, sir.
And the last, this question represent the following problem in the form of quadratic. The information is what? A medicine manufacturer produces Y number of vaccine every day. Okay. Manufacturing the cost of each vaccine, is 100 rupees 100 plus the number of vaccine manufactured on that day. Okay. On a particular day, the total manufacturing cost is this one is given. How many vaccines were manufactured on that day? So see, y assuming see y is on here is y is as a dependent working and the depend on number of 100 plus and number of suppose x number of vaccines have manufactured on a particular day, then what is going to be the produces y number of vaccine every day.
Y into y plus
sorry.
1 into y.
It is it is already given y number of vaccines calculated and the cost is going to be the 100 plus number of vaccine 100 plus y. Okay. And on a particular day, the manufacturing cost is 1,000. Sorry, 10,000. How many vaccines are manufactured on that day? Okay, manufacturing cost is okay. So this is going to be the y number of and plus 100. Okay, this is each also okay. Each vaccine
and then multiply by y.
So this is the cost of one vaccine
equal to 10,000.
This is the information is this is the cost of each vaccine. For one vaccine, this is the cost. Okay. So suppose 10,000 is given. Y number of vaccine now need to be what is going to be the cost? Y into y plus 100. 100. Okay. And for a particular day, 10,000 is asking. So what is going to be equation? So that is suppose this is on that day. Let's say now assume that on the cost where 10,000, assume that is manufacturing vaccines are y, and what is going to be your cost? Y plus 100. So that means you need to equate it 1,000, 10,000.
So 10,000, yes. Sir, got it, sir.
Okay. Let's last participant, I think. Indal Bind.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you explain graded assignment week 3 question number 8? Hello?
Yeah, just a minute. Okay. Graded assignment. Okay.
Yeah.
What is doubt? Only need to be discuss the question if you are not understanding the question. Okay.
Yeah. Only one just say what I can do.
What you can do? What is it? Which question?
Question number 8.
Question number 8. Okay. Okay. So the question from my side, are you understanding the question?
No. I attempt many times.
Okay. What's your doubt here?
Here is doubt when a ball is bounce, this ball return 3 meter. Then where? Just explain. Can you explain this from beginning?
Okay, let me read it out there. Okay. A ball is thrown from 3 meter off the ground and reaches a maximum height 5 meter. Assume that the ball was released from the point. Okay, just giving the information, the same thing. In XY plane as shown in figure. Okay. The plane it is explaining. The ball returned to a height of 3 meter after 2 seconds. Yeah, it is in height itself, like somewhere here is suppose it is reaching this information is given only. It is on the height, maybe it is on the height itself, right? It is thrown and it is in the at this height, it is maybe in height. After 2 seconds, it will be maybe in height. He is saying height is given right here. Height of 3 meter after 2 seconds. It may be here or here. We don't know that.
It will be exactly.
But yeah, the information.
It will be exactly at the same point from where it is starting, but it is just on the opposite side.
So don't discuss the answer, I will say, but yeah, it is at height. Height is given 3 meter. See, your path is given and height is given after 2 seconds. It is going to be 3 meter. So I don't think there is a problem. Already height is given. It is in the air, not on the ground. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear in the Bind? Sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no one have now doubt.
Sir, if
Okay.
no one have doubt, then can we discuss this question again? Like,
That sensitivity.
no, that also I want, but I haven't gone through your explanation, so I will not ask again. But the activity 3.5 question 1, sir, I calculated just now. I'm not getting answer 5. I don't know. Earlier I got 5, but with the method just now you told me. So with that, I'm getting answer 7.
For this first question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's solve. Okay,
Yeah.
let's solve it. We have this quadratic x square plus 10x, I think, minus 5. So we
So I
have
have
this
taken
one.
out the vertex first.
So vertex is
Minus b by 2a.
minus b by 2a is going to be your
Minus 5.
minus 10 upon 2.
2.
It is going to be
And
minus 5.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you substitute minus 5 in this equation, you will get 25
25?
minus
So 25. I got 35.
5 square, 25.
Yeah, you
No, I
square
got
of
30. Oh,
square
wait,
of
25.
no square of. So this is going to be your
25 plus
minus
25
30.
minus
oh yes, I did
55.
calculation mistake. I got it, sir.
Okay.
Minus 30. Okay, minus 30, yes. And then
y-intercept is just substitute here.
0 and minus 5 we get then.
0 and minus 5 you got. Now you have already 2 point minus 5 and minus 30 and another 0 minus 5.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I also got the same. No calculation mistake.
You have 2 point. Now you can calculate the slope.
Yeah, the change in y upon change in x.
Okay. Okay. I think Pradeep Kumar is have doubt. Yeah, Pradeep. Because Avinash, I have already I think I have done.
Hello, sir. Good morning. I'm Pradeep here. So this year, I have a question, a doubt regarding AQ3041. Sorry if it's already discussed, please ignore.
No. With AQ3?
3.4, first question.
First question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's already discussed. Yeah, but what's doubt here?
I mean, I'm just considering the approach, like how this was derived. So, I mean, what I did is like I took the slope. Okay, so which is minus.
No. Here is no need to find the slope. Already it is highest point is reaches 5 meter. You have this quadratic function, which reaches highest 5 meter. So what is going to be just now we calculated here for this question. See, at x is equal to here, the function value is the maximum. So just calculate this one, and this is not value of the function. This is at this point function have maximum value. That means
maximum value, but yeah, correct.
After substituting at x is equal to something, and that is your height.
Okay.
Maximum height.
Okay, sure. Let me type. Yeah.
So if no one have doubt, yeah.
Sir, I have one question, but it's not
No one
related
have
to.
doubt, so I'm thinking to close the session. Okay.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Sir, it's not related to the practice
I able
assignment
to
or
hear you.
activity question. Sir, I wanted to ask, like, in the
can.
questions, we have equations, we have points. So, sir, I wanted to like in the question, like football, somebody's kicking the football, and then the equation is formed. So, sir, I wanted to ask, like, in the real life, how the equations are formed. Like here we have equation, we have point, we can calculate. But in the real life, how those equations have formed?
Okay. Okay. See, suppose somebody kicked, and suppose somebody kicked from here, okay. So in assuming to be the see, whenever you need to points or something in a real life, you need to see somebody is playing on a ground. Suppose somebody is playing on a ground. This ground is circle, assuming to be the
Sir, your
ground
voice
is
is
on
not
the
clear.
rectangular.
Sir, sound is breaking.
Okay. So whenever you need to point, you have to assume that okay, in a
Sir, sound is not clear.
particular frame we needed of the XY plane. So assuming to be the corner of it is the x-axis and this is going
Sir,
to the
voice is
y-axis.
breaking, not able
On
to
that
hear.
basis, suppose somebody is
Is class still on?
I think sir has left.
Okay, let's wait for a time.
Hello. So to answer your question, see, in real life scenario, if you know the points at different point of time, you can fit a quadratic or cubic or fourth order curves.
How? I mean, with the use of some graphs and
See,
all.
let us say let us say in a real life, a guy kicked the ball, let us say in 5 seconds, let's say 5 seconds, it reaches to some X meter. Okay. So see, let's say first second, you know, X and Y, right? At where the ball is.
Okay.
And seconds, say, at the time of t equal to 2, you know, XY.
Yeah.
And if time equal to 3, you know, XY, and time equal to 4, you know, XY. Okay. Let's assume that a curve which is passing through all points can be obtained solving this generalized method. So we have higher order curves and fourth order curve, fifth order curve. Any curve can be solved using Nerv's equation. Okay, you can fit a curve which is passing through all the points can be generalized. Okay, so in real life, at different point of the time, you have the XY coordinates, then you can draw a curve passing through all points and resulting in any quadratic or cubic or any it may be any order. So it may not pass all the through points as well, but you can have a best fit. There are many algorithms there to compute that. So to summarize your point, let us say only 3 or 4 points, you can simply draw, it's called interpolation in mathematics.
Okay.
I hope you little understand.
No, I'm not aware. Yeah, I'm getting it, but that interpolation I haven't.
That is a different. See, whatever we are doing is y equal to f of x kind of explicit function. Okay, the function should be in implicit. Then you can derive those kind of interpolation methods, and you can arrive the curve passing through all the points. See, if you have higher order curve, the curve will be passing through all the points. Okay, but that may not make sense. So people will reduce the best lower order curve and also passing through all points may be the best fit for that. So it is not a single solution based on higher order. Higher order means the curve will be fluctuating a lot, and lower order
if it is a football, maybe they can find out, like you said, they have time and they have height, how much it reached at that point, right?
Yeah,
like in 5 seconds.
Exactly, let's say.
So they are taking the horizontal distance, do you mean?
Yeah. Not horizontal. It's assume that it is going in a 2D plane, not in 3D. 3D also it can be solved.
Okay.
It's not.
So assume that it's a 2D. Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
See, it is not a 3D. See, you can n-dimensional, you can solve the problem. That is different story. So let's say only talk about Euclidean space. Let's 3D, okay, or just a 2D. Let's say XY plane, okay. So in the XY plane, assume that the ball is going only in 2D direction. Okay, a person it's kicking a ball at time equal to 0. Okay. T1, okay, let's say you are recording a video. T1, you know that what is the height from the surface, okay, XY. And T2, you know what is the ball reached at the height of from the kicker's place, what is the X direction, how it reached, and Y direction, how much the height of the ball. Assume the height of the ball is in Y direction, okay. So you know at different time, you know what is the point, right? XY. You will be ended up in some, let's say 10 points to reach the end of the different time, like so you will be ended up in getting XY points in the parabolic manner. Okay, if you compute the interpolation curve of all the points, you will be getting that real curve for that particular scenario. You follow?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, like here we are assuming the height of the ball, right? Like the vertical height.
Height of the ball in
course,
Y.
the height will be the vertical, yes.
Exactly.
Right?
So from the
we are assuming
distance,
it. We don't know exact, right? We are assuming it.
Not assuming, it is the exact height. You are measuring it in 3D space. You can exactly measure it. XYZ, you can measure it.
How is it possible? Like the height of a ball, how can we like measure? Like if we take the example of an aeroplane, like in that question, the aeroplane is moving in the
okay.
particular line, and the bird was flying, and then we have to see whether it is in.
No, we have radars and sonars, right? So you will be having that the exact position in the space. Let's say even if you have Google Maps, you have an exact position, right? XY coordinates. So with that you can find out what is it on the plane, like at surface. Similarly, you can find a position at the air, or it is something like where you can find the position XY coordinates, and you can anyway fit the curve. See, idea is fitting the curve, not the logic of measuring the position of the ball in the air. You follow?
Yeah,
So
I
that's a
know.
different
I got
story.
it what you are saying, but I think I don't have visibility, like how the height will be measured. So
that's
let
okay.
me- Can I give you example? Can I give you an example?
Sure. Yeah,
Let's
sure.
assume that we board an aeroplane, and the time is like 8 o'clock, and it is already mentioned that we will be reaching there at 9:30. So just assume, how do they know this? How do they know this? Whereas
that I don't know how they know, like at what altitude we are in. I really don't know how they measure it.
No, that's where I'm coming. My point is, they know, despite the fact that the aeroplane is going to take off from the land, and there will be a slow projectile, and slowly it will reach to the maximum height, and then it will come down. It's more like a parabolic shape. The idea is like, definitely we can measure, and it also tells you that we will be at 33,000 feet and so on. So basically, if we know the exact equation, or if we know the equation, we can definitely find out the exact whatever we want, like be it height and time relation, be it height or distance relation, whatever. Depends on the graph. If the equation.
No, I think. Yes, sorry to interrupt. I think her question is how to find the curve, not the.
Yeah,
See, if you
actually,
know
the question
can,
was that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you know the equation, you can obviously position it, can calculate it. What she is asking is how to know that equation. That is only by interpolation or kind of methods only you can find out.
Right.
Yeah. Hello everyone. I just got disconnected.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, you can go, sir.
It's okay, sir.
Okay. So I was just discussing about the how to find that mean of how to find the equation. Just quickly.
So we were discussing about the interpolation. See, one person in this call, they have asked. So in real scenario, how to find the let us say a footballer is kicking the ball, how to find the equation of that?
Yeah.
So if you know the equation, you can find what is the position of the ball. That is different story. But if you have the profile, what I told her that, so we can compute the interpolation methods where in different point of time where the
interpolation
ball is there,
method.
Yeah, that is the one which we use to compute in mathematics.
Yeah, generally used to be like this.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm not aware about that interpolation method. Maybe I will learn.
Yeah,
later.
don't worry. I'm telling a simple way. Maybe you will get. So suppose see, it's from here ball. Okay, from here ball, he just kick that. Okay, it is going to be, but you have to need some ideal condition that okay, the ball is in the not moving like this. It is kind of like, if you are assuming to be some ideal condition is needed. On that basis, other machines are already, if you calculate something, if you are measure projectile motion of this rocket something, so for those, once you calculate in the ideal condition, the machine can manage those all. Some kind of thing is like happening. No, like let's assume that it is in some ideal condition. Okay, the football is just in 2D plane. It is like this. In two-dimensional plane, it is moving like this. So what you will do, you need to some point, like for x value, okay, this much height got the ball at this point, this much height that got. So the same way, okay, this is the process. You like some points you got, okay, and see, this is a curve. This is a smooth curve. Okay, so see, you have for this point, we got this height. So let's say this is A and this is HA. Okay, so assuming to be like, still the problem is, okay, just a minute. So we don't know what is this curve, but you can assume this curve is actually in the quadratic. If it is look like a quadratic, assume that this curve is actually ax square plus bx, please, and substitute now values. Suppose this is for alpha, you got beta. alpha 1, you got beta 1. For alpha 2, your output getting height is beta 2. Okay, like this if you are getting, now if you substitute here what you go height E1. Okay,
Sir, your voice is
alpha
breaking
2
again.
A for, okay, am I audible now?
No,
Am I
sir.
audible? Am I audible right now?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. For alpha 2, this is B alpha, this is alpha 1, this is here is alpha 2 plus C is equal to, you got height beta 2. Okay. So more equation for some value C. And now we know we want to find the A, B and C value. If you solve this equation, you will get A, B, C values. Like some information is given using those. You have some variables, like you can think variables means you need to find the constants here or coefficients A, B, C. Solve these two equations, you will get the coefficients. Assuming to be okay, this path of the ball is the equation. The equation is like it is moving like a quadratic. And usually the football is moving like a quadratic function. The graph
Yes,
of
sir. Yes, sir, that is correct. But here you took some points like beta and beta 1, beta 2. So those points I'm asking, how can we find out? Like, do we have to assume that those values? Is it something?
Then it is, this is, so some ideal condition is needed. No, you have to be some machine, put the machine and see that, okay, this much height is getting like this.
Okay.
So those are, those could be done on the machine. How, while looking, how we can do that?
Okay, that means those points have to take out somehow, and then obviously we can make it. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. We have to develop the system of linear equations, and then we have to find the coefficients for fitting the curve. So in this case, only that second order curve, you can fit n order curves, let's say third order curve, the fourth order curve, but the fluctuation will be very high. So in this case, simplicities are explained as a second order curve, how to find. So you can just build a system of linear equations and then solve the metrics, and then opposite side you'll get the coefficients. Then you will be finding exactly curve passing through the points. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm stopping the session. Just 2 hours and just needed some work also. I hope all of your doubt have cleared. If anyone have doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll close the session now.
Thank you, sir.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Will I get this recording on YouTube?
Yeah, it is on YouTube. It is live.
Sir.
Yeah.
Practice assignment question number 5.
Which practice?
Practice assignment 3 question number 5.
Discussed कर लिया था.
Okay, just a minute. Let me see. We have already discussed that. Question number 5. This one.
Yes. Question number 5.
So what's doubt here? We have already discussed it, and I think your doubt is here because of this.
Sir, I have doubt in this question in curve point, point B.
Point B, okay.
The point B set of all point on the curve F2 defined by the reflection.
Defined by the reflection of the curve F1. Let B be the set of all point on the curve F2 defined by the reflection of the curve F1. Okay. With respect to the x-axis.
Yes.
X-axis, okay. So are you unable to get those points since A is the set of all point on the curve F1?
So actually math is not my background. So question is not striking my.
It is just reflection of F1. So we change the signs.
Yeah, it is just a reflection because on the x-axis it is reflecting, right? You are getting the curve F2. See, suppose you have suppose you have this curve, okay? Let's say the curve is suppose this is the curve, okay, and you are taking the reflection of it with respect to x-axis, okay, with respect to x-axis. So what are the values you are getting? See, reflection, it is a reflection or mirror image. Just a minute, let me check it. This is a set of all points on the curve F2 defined by the reflection of the curve F1. That is point B. Okay. The reflection of F1 with respect to x-axis, that is F2, will pass through the point 0, 42. Okay. Okay, with respect to x-axis here, reflection means that is kind of a mirror image you are getting. Like reflection with x-axis means what? This is suppose, yeah, here is suppose if the curve is passing through like this. So with reflection with respect to x means what? Just assume to be x as a mirror. X-axis, suppose x-axis as a mirror. So
Mirror.
how the curve now it will be go? The intersection, these points are will be the same. Only the outputs are will be different. As here I am saying, suppose I just made, suppose this is the curve. Okay. Suppose here you put, you substitute the mirror. So you will get the image.
Curve will be changed.
Only the y values will be just changed. Will be here. The y values will be changed here. Like here you got the values here. Suppose here your curve is here. Once you take the mirror of it, the y values will be changed here. Suppose this is 5. So this is going to be the -5. Suppose this is this value is suppose 4. So this value at here is 4. Y value is 4. Let's say 3, 4 is value here point. Y value is 4 here. So here is 4. So now this point is going to be, this point is going to be here. Reflection with respect to is going to be 3 minus 4. This is the mean to say reflection. Okay. Now read out the whole passage, because this solution is written very clearly. There is a small typo is here. This is going to be P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay. Is that clear now?
So last one. If the C is the set of all points on the axis.
C is the point of all. Okay, what is point C?
C will be
point.
P1, P2, P3, P4.
C is the set of points on the axis.
Then choose the correct.
And choose the correct regarding to the. What is C? If C is the set of all point on the axis. Oh, so C is the point of on this x-axis. These are all points.
On both axes, X and Y.
On the axis is that? If C is the set of all point on the axis, sorry, both X and Y. Okay, on this point, like this one. So you have this X and Y axis, these points. These points will come under the set C. Okay, these points are the collection of we calculate assuming to be these points. We just assume these are the point. This C is the set of collection of these points. Okay. Okay. Now I'm closing the session actually. Okay. Yeah, thanks
sir.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.